Let me ask you something. If your main job disappeared tomorrow, how long could you stay afloat? A week? A month? Most people don't realize how fragile a single income really is until it's gone. That's why building multiple streams of income isn't just smart, it's necessary. And no, this isn't about making millions overnight. It's about building a system that protects you, supports you, and gives you options. Let's break it down. Why one stream is never enough. 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, even some earning six figures. Jobs are getting more unstable. Layoffs, automation, budget cuts, they're real. Inflation is silently draining your paycheck's power year after year. You can't control the economy, but you can control how many doors you open for money to walk through. The rich play a different game. Most millionaires don't rely on one income. They have 3, 5, sometimes 10 income streams, some active, some passive. It's not about being gifted or lucky. It's about setting up systems that work even when you're not. Common myths that hold you back. I'm too old to start. No, you're not. The person you're watching today started multiple streams after 40. So did I. I need a big following to make money. You don't. You need value. If you solve a problem, someone will pay. I don't have time. You do, but you're probably using it for Netflix, scrolling, or tasks that don't build you future. Time isn't the problem. Priorities are. Start where you are. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need a degree. You don't need perfect timing. You need one idea that solves a problem, one platform to share it, 1 hour a day to build it. That's it. My turning point. I didn't grow up rich. I didn't get handed a trust fund. I just got tired of relying on one paycheck. So I started building. Slow, ugly, messy, but I started. And you can too. Coming up next, YouTube changed my life. Not overnight, not without effort, but it became my first stream of income outside the job. In the next section, I'll walk you through how I did it, starting from zero, after age 50, and how you can do it too. Stick around. I started my YouTube channel after turning 50. No experience, no fancy equipment, just the urge to share what I knew about money and financial freedom. At first, I didn't know where to look on the camera. I didn't know how to script a video. I didn't even know how to edit or upload one. Everything was new, so I learned, step by step, video by video, one mistake at a time. It took me 18 months to get monetized. That means YouTube didn't pay me anything for the first year and a half. Not a dollar. But I kept showing up. I wrote, filmed, edited, and uploaded every single video myself. Over 400 videos later, it finally became a real income stream. Here's how YouTube works. You make content. You get views. YouTube runs ads on your videos. And if you're monetized, you get a share of that ad revenue. But there's a catch. It's not about how many videos you post. It's about how many people actually watch them. YouTube pays for attention, not effort. That means every title, thumbnail, and second of video matters. You have to grab people fast and hold them. And all that takes time. What people don't tell you about YouTube is how hard it is. It's not just about making videos. It's about staying consistent, even when no one is watching. Even when you feel like quitting. You have to find topics that people care about. You have to speak clearly and confidently. You have to learn video editing, lighting, audio, SEO, analytics, all of it. Most people give up before they ever get paid. But if you stick with it, YouTube can become more than just a hobby. It can become a mission. For me, it's not just about money. It's about helping people build wealth and understand money. It's about showing ordinary people how to take control of their finances. And the best part? It's scalable. Your old videos keep earning you money. You don't have to trade time for dollars forever. But remember this: YouTube takes time, it takes work, it takes patience. So if you're looking for fast money, this probably isn't it. But if you're willing to learn, grow, and stay consistent, it can change your life. The good news? You already have everything you need to get started. You have a voice, you have ideas, you have a phone. Now, let's move on to the next stream. The one that lets you charge for what you already know. I didn't start coaching until after 50. It wasn't part of some big plan. I just realized I had knowledge that could help others. So I started offering personal finance mentoring. One-on-one sessions, real conversations, real strategies. People wanted help with budgeting, saving, investing, making smarter money decisions. So I gave them that. I used Teachable to manage bookings and payments. It was simple to set up. No need to build a website. Just create a page, describe your service, and start offering sessions. If you've done anything well in your life, you can coach someone. You don't need to be a guru. You just need to be one step ahead of the person you're helping. There's always someone looking for what you already know. You can coach in fitness, relationships, writing, career planning, or anything else you've done that others want to learn. What they don't tell you is this: coaching takes energy. It takes time. It's not scalable unless you charge a lot or turn it into group coaching. 1 hour of your time equals 1 hour of your income. That's why many coaches eventually move into courses or group programs. More people, less time, higher earnings. But for me, one-on-one coaching is still worth it. I enjoy the connection. I enjoy helping someone get a real breakthrough. I enjoy seeing someone win. That's what keeps me doing it. If you're thinking about coaching, ask yourself, do I enjoy teaching? Do I like working directly with people? Do I want to trade some of my time for money? If the answer is yes, this could be a great income stream to explore. And if you've already helped someone in your life improve their finances, skills, or mindset, then you've already done coaching. Now let's talk about an income stream that involves bricks, keys, and monthly rent. I bought my first rental property in my 30s, but I kept growing my portfolio well into my 40s and beyond. Even now, I still own and manage 2 properties, and they continue to bring in steady rental income every month. Real estate isn't flashy. It's not fast, but it works. You buy a property, you rent it out, you collect monthly cash flow. If you do it right, the rent covers your mortgage, taxes, and expenses, and you still keep the leftover cash. Over time, your property grows in value. That's appreciation. You also build equity as the mortgage gets paid down. So you're getting paid in 3 ways: monthly cash flow, long-term appreciation, equity buildup. That's why real estate is so powerful. But here's what people don't tell you. Real estate can be stressful. Things break, tenants leave, unexpected repairs happen. You need money in reserve. You need patience. You need to be careful with debt. Don't over-leverage. Don't buy 10 properties with no money down just to chase cash flow. It's a risky game. One bad roof or a tenant who stops paying can wipe out your profits. It's better to go slow. Buy 1 solid property. Manage it yourself. Learn the business. Then scale when you're ready. I made a lot of mistakes early on, but I also learned how to screen tenants, handle maintenance, and keep costs down. That's why I made over 80 videos just on real estate, because I know what it can do for your future, if you do it right. And you don't need to be rich to get started. You just need a plan, you need to learn, and you need to move when the opportunity is right. Now let's talk about something a little less passive, your job, because your 9 to 5 can be part of your income strategy too. Section 4, the 9 to 5 job. Your job might not be flashy, but it can be your strongest stream of income. It gives you stability, it gives you benefits, and it gives you cash flow to fund your side hustles. I started my current job after 50. Before that, I worked in government for over 20 years. Before that, I was a school teacher. And before all of that, I worked dozens of jobs. I've worked at Home Depot. I folded shirts at Eddie Bauer. I sold electronics at Circuit City. I served food at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was a waiter. I worked at the movie theater. I drove for U-Haul. I did telemarketing back in the day. I've done it all. I'm no stranger to long hours and hard work. 70-hour weeks didn't scare me. They built me. But here's the thing no one tells you. Having a job and building a side hustle at the same time is hard. You'll be tired. You'll lose weekends. You'll miss out on downtime. But the trade-off is growth. The trade-off is building your own path. The trade-off is eventually gaining time freedom. When I'm at my 9 to 5, I give it my full focus. But when I clock out, I work on what I truly care about. That second shift, the one after your job, is where the real change happens. If you're balancing a job and a side hustle, just know it's possible. It won't be easy, but you're building something that could change your life. Now let's look at a creative way I started earning with just my voice. I started using my voice to earn money before I ever thought of it as a business. It began at my church. I did announcements and audio readings. People told me I had a good voice, so I wondered if I could do more with it. In 2019, I decided to try voiceovers on my own. I started small, no studio, no team, just a quiet room and a mic. My first platform was ACX. It's a site where authors look for voice talent to turn their books into audiobooks. You read their book, they pay you. It was simple to start, but not easy. I had to learn how to record clean audio. I had to treat the room for sound. I had to buy a mic, a pop filter, and editing software. I had to practice until I sounded clear and confident. Then I moved to Fiverr. I listed my voiceover services and slowly started getting orders. Now I even have an agent who sends me work. But here's what people don't tell you about voiceovers. Most of your time is spent auditioning. You send out dozens of samples. You might get 1 gig back. It's a numbers game, and it takes patience. The good news is that you don't need a perfect voice. You just need to be clear, reliable, and willing to learn. You can do voiceovers for audiobooks, commercials, explainer videos, online courses, YouTube intros, podcast openings, and the demand keeps growing. If you've ever been told you have a good voice, this could be your way in. And if not, you can still train your voice. Clarity and tone matter more than sounding like a movie trailer. Voiceover work won't make you rich overnight, but it's flexible. You can do it from home, and it adds another income stream to your mix. Now let's go back to something more hands-on, and something that helped me send my daughter to college. I started selling on eBay in 2013. I was over 40. My daughter was about to start college. We didn't have money saved, so I had to figure something out. I decided to try eBay. At first, I sold things from around the house, Old clothes, unused gadgets, random items collecting dust. Then I found a niche, shoes. I studied a YouTube seller, watched how she did it, copied her steps, learned as I went. Shoes became my lane. Men's shoes, women's shoes. Popular brands in good condition. I bought them from local stores and resold them online. In 6 years, I made over $100,000 in revenue, with around 50% profit. That's over $50,000 in my pocket. We used that money to help pay for college. My daughter graduated debt-free in 2017. No student loans. And I did it all with a used laptop and an $80 camera. I still sell on eBay today. I keep around 70 to 80 items listed. It brings in steady income. Now, there are even more platforms you can sell on. Etsy, Shopify, Facebook Marketplace, Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark. You don't need a store. You don't need a warehouse. You just need something people want and a way to ship it. But here's what people don't tell you. You need to learn how each platform works. You need clear photos. You need good descriptions. You need to understand pricing and shipping. And most of all, you need to find your niche. Selling random stuff is okay at first, but focusing on one product line helps you scale. It makes sourcing easier. It builds customer trust. For me, it was shoes. For you, it could be vintage clothes, tech gear, or handmade items. Whatever it is, focus. Learn the market, stick with it. Selling online isn't fast money, but it's proven, and it's real. Now let's talk about an income stream that runs even when you sleep. A stream that doesn't involve packing boxes or setting appointments. Out of all the income streams I've tried, digital products are the most hands-off. You create something once, upload it, and it can sell again and again without you doing anything else. I didn't start selling digital products until my 40s, but once I understood how they worked, I was hooked. A digital product is anything people can download, such as ebooks, checklists, templates, PDF guides, planners, calendars, printable art, worksheets, and digital tools. I wrote 2 ebooks, one about real estate for beginners, and one with 70 tips on buying good used cars with cash. I wrote the car buying guide after helping my niece. She and her husband were searching for a used car. They knew I always buy cars with cash. We looked online for a solid guide, but couldn't find one, so I wrote it myself. You don't need to be an expert to write a useful guide. You just need experience, clear organization, and to answer real questions. I also created a short ebook about selling on eBay. Simple steps, no fluff, just what works. There are platforms that help you sell digital products. Gumroad, Etsy, WooCommerce, Amazon Kindle, Payhip, Sendowl. You don't need a big audience. You don't need paid ads. You just need to solve a problem for someone. Once your product is done, it keeps working. No packing, scheduling, or shipping, just downloads. What they don't tell you is that the work is all up front. You may spend a day, a week, or even a month creating your product. But once it's done, it can sell forever. While you sleep, while you work, or while you're on vacation, you can earn from one product hundreds or even thousands of times, all from a single upload. While we sleep, while you work, or while you're on vacation, you can earn from one product hundreds or even thousands of times, all from a single upload. If you've ever made a spreadsheet, a cheat sheet, a meal plan, or even a checklist that others found helpful, you can turn it into a digital product. And now you know all 7 streams I've built, all after the age of 40. You've just seen 7 income streams I built after turning 40. None of them were overnight wins. Each one took time, effort, and patience. But they worked, not because I'm special, but because I stayed consistent. If I can do it, you can too. No matter your age, no matter where you're starting from, you don't have to build all 7. Just start with 1. Focus. Grow. Then add the next one when you're ready. Building multiple streams of income gives you freedom, it gives you options, and it gives you peace of mind. If this video gave you any value, take a second to like it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Drop a comment below and let me know what stream you're working on or want to start. And share this video with someone you care about. Someone who wants more. Someone who's ready to take control of their money. Someone who needs that push to get started. This is The Passive Path, a place to learn real ways to build wealth and live on your terms. Good luck on your journey. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I started my YouTube channel at 50. No media background, no camera crew, just a phone, a topic, and the will to learn. I didn't know how to talk to the camera. I didn't know what to talk about. I didn't know what would resonate, but I started anyway. In the beginning, I struggled. Talking into a lens felt awkward. I stumbled over my words. I kept looking at the wrong spot on the screen. My lighting was bad. My sound was worse. Still, I kept uploading. 1 video at a time. 1 view at a time. Over time, I improved. I learned how to speak with clarity. I learned how to outline my thoughts. I learned how to film, edit, and publish content consistently. Eventually, I hit 400 videos, and that's when the money followed. Not before, not halfway. After doing the work. YouTube pays creators based on ad views. The more people watch, the more you earn. But views don't come easily. You need to solve problems. You need to teach, entertain, or inspire. You need to show up over and over again, even when the numbers look bad, even when the algorithm ignores you, even when no one's watching. YouTube isn't passive at first. It's a job before it becomes an income stream. But once you build momentum, it pays off. 1 video can earn for years. You can create once and get paid many times. It's not about going viral. It's about building trust. If you can help someone save money, learn a skill, or gain confidence, you have something valuable. Start with what you know. Talk about your experiences. Be real. Be helpful. Don't focus on fancy gear. Focus on clear, valuable content. Use your phone. Use free editing tools. Use your voice. I wrote my own scripts. I filmed and edited every clip. I made every thumbnail, and I still do. It takes time, but it's possible. If I did it after 50, so can you. Here's what most people never tell you. Doing YouTube is exhausting. Thinking of topics, scripting, filming, editing, uploading, optimizing. It adds up, especially if you're doing it alone. You'll feel discouraged. You'll want to quit. But if you stay consistent, it grows. 1 viewer becomes 10, 10 become 100, 100 become 1,000, And eventually, you hit monetization. That's when the doors open. Ads, brand deals, affiliate links, digital products. YouTube becomes more than a hobby. It becomes a real income source. And more importantly, it becomes a platform, a way to reach, teach, and earn. That's why I still show up on the passive path. It started as a side hustle. Now it's a mission to teach financial basics, to share real stories, to help regular people become financially confident. If you're thinking about starting a channel, do it. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be useful. Choose a topic people care about. Be consistent. Be honest. Show up with value. Because someone out there needs your story. YouTube became my first additional income stream after 40, and it can be yours too. But maybe you're not interested in videos. Maybe you're better with people than with cameras. Let's talk about coaching. Chapter 3, Stream Number 2, Personal Coaching. Coaching started with a question: how can I help others do what I've done? By the time I turned 50, I had built up some financial knowledge. I used it to create stability for myself. Then I realized I could use it to help others too. That's how personal coaching became an income stream. I didn't need a fancy degree. I just needed results I could point to. I started offering one-on-one sessions, helping people with budgeting, debt reduction, credit repair, income planning, investment basics. Each session was about showing people how to move forward, and they paid me for that clarity, not because I was famous, but because I gave them a plan. I hosted these sessions using a platform called Teachable. It's simple to use. You set your prices. You choose your schedule. You decide how people book time with you. If you've ever helped a friend solve a problem, you can do coaching. People don't pay for perfection. They pay for results. They pay for experience. They pay to skip mistakes. Whatever you've learned the hard way, someone else wants to learn faster. Coaching is a way to turn that knowledge into money. There are 3 types of coaching: one-on-one, group coaching, course-based coaching. One-on-one gives the deepest impact. You can customize every session. You can give specific advice. You can build strong client relationships. But it takes time. Your time is the product, and that's the part most people don't talk about. Time is limited, so your income is too. Group coaching solves that. You help multiple people at once. You charge less per person, but you earn more in total. It's scalable. You can host weekly sessions, answer questions, create a small community. It's more profitable and less time-consuming. But you lose some of the personal touch. That's the trade-off. You choose what fits you. If you enjoy helping people directly, start with one-on-one. If you want to scale fast, consider groups. Either way, coaching is a powerful way to earn, and it doesn't need to start big. Set up a calendar, offer free sessions to gain testimonials, collect feedback, improve, then start charging. Over time, your expertise grows, so does your confidence, and so does your income. I still coach one-on-one. Not because it pays the most, but because I enjoy it. It's direct, it's personal, it's rewarding, and it's a real business. You can build it around your schedule. You can do it from home. You can make it fit your life. It's direct, it's personal, it's rewarding, and it's a real business. You can build it around your schedule. You can do it from home. You can make it fit your life. If you've solved a problem, share the solution. Coaching became my second income stream. But let's say you want something with more assets involved. Let's talk about real estate. I bought my first rental property around 30, but I kept growing and learning well after 40. By then, I owned multiple properties. Later, I sold many of them. Now I manage just 2 properties. It's a smaller portfolio, simpler to handle. Still generates steady income. Every month, rent comes in. It pays down the mortgage and provides cash flow. It builds equity over time. That's what makes real estate powerful. You can earn in 3 ways: monthly cash flow, long-term appreciation, and tax advantages. Real estate isn't a quick flip. It's a long game and requires effort. There's maintenance, tenants, and paperwork. But if you stay organized, it works. You don't need to own 20 units. Start with 1, a small single-family home, a duplex, even house hacking, renting out a room in your home. It all counts. It all builds experience. The key is to buy smart. Don't overpay. Don't stretch your finances too thin. And never rely on perfect conditions. Things will break. Tenants will leave. Unexpected costs will show up. That's why you need reserves. This is what most people don't mention. Many new investors over-leverage. They buy too many properties with little to no money down. Then, one issue wipes out their profits, or worse, puts them in debt. I chose a different path. Fewer properties, better quality tenants, more margin for repairs, more peace of mind. If something goes wrong, I can fix it. That's the power of owning with cushion. I've shared this in dozens of videos on real estate. How to screen tenants, how to manage repairs, how to find the right locations. If you're curious, the information is out there. But here's the truth. Real estate requires commitment. You'll learn about plumbing, contracts, negotiations. You'll deal with people. You'll get calls at inconvenient times, but the income is real, and so are the benefits. Rental real estate became my 3rd income stream. It brought stability, it taught responsibility, and it built long-term value. If you want something with potential for big growth, real estate is worth exploring. But let's not forget the most obvious stream, the one many people overlook: your job. A job is still income, and for many it's the biggest one. That was true for me too. Even after building other streams, I kept my 9-to-5. It gave me stability, health insurance, dental coverage, a consistent paycheck. I didn't start my current job until after 50. Before that, I worked many jobs: Home Depot, Eddie Bauer, Circuit City, KFC, Dillard's, movie theater concession stand, telemarketing. I even worked at U-Haul. I've done sales, retail, food service, education, and government work. Hard work never scared me. What mattered was staying active and making money to support my goals. That's what a job does. It gives you the foundation to build on. It funds your side hustles. It covers your bills. It buys you time to grow other streams. Don't ignore that. Too many people try to leave their job before they're ready. Then they run into money problems. There's nothing wrong with keeping your job while building something on the side. But here's the part no one talks about. Working full-time and building side income means long days. You come home tired. You have to push yourself. You sacrifice evenings. You skip weekends. You give up comfort to build something better. It's not easy, but it's worth it. While others watch TV, you're learning. While others scroll, you're building. That's how you grow. You exchange short-term comfort for long-term freedom. You don't have to choose between job and business right away. Use your job as a tool. Leverage it to fund your dreams. That's what I did. Every paycheck helped me invest in gear, in tools, in courses, in resources, and that made every other stream possible. So yes, my job is one of my income streams. It's not passive, but it's reliable. It still plays a key role, and it always will, until the day I choose to walk away. If you're working full-time, use it wisely. Build on it. Don't wait to be free. Build freedom while you work. And if you're looking for a creative way to earn from your natural abilities, let's talk about using your voice. Chapter 6, Stream Number 5, Voiceover Work. I've always had a strong voice, but I didn't realize it could make me money. It started in church, reading announcements, narrating programs. Over time, people started noticing. They asked me to record things. I got comfortable behind a mic. Then in 2019, I decided to try it for real. I signed up on ACX. That's Amazon's audiobook platform. Authors post book projects. You audition. If they like your voice, you get hired. That's how I started. I recorded audiobooks. I learned how to edit, how to pace my voice, how to clean up background noise. Then I moved to Fiverr, a freelance marketplace. I built a profile, posted samples, got reviews. Jobs started coming in. Now I also work with an agent. They send me opportunities. Some turn into paid gigs, but most of voiceover work is auditioning. That's the part people don't tell you. You send samples constantly. You might do 10 before landing one job. Sometimes more. The real work is getting the job. Once you get it, recording is the easy part. You also need equipment, a good microphone, a quiet space, a computer with editing software. Somewhere sound doesn't bounce. Some people build booths. Others just treat a closet. You don't need a studio. You need a quiet, consistent setup. You also need coaching. Voiceover is a skill. You learn how to control tone, energy, pacing. You learn how to match the script's emotion. The better you get, the more jobs you win. Marketing matters too. Clients need to find you. You need samples. You need to know what kind of jobs fit your voice. Commercials, narration, explainers, e-learning. Pick a niche and focus. That's how you build momentum. Voiceover work became a real stream for me. Not because I had a perfect voice, but because I took the time to learn. It's not passive. It's a service, but it pays well, and it's flexible. You can do it from home, on your schedule, with your tools. It's a great option for anyone willing to learn, and it turns your natural gift into income. But if you're looking for something easier to start and more scalable, let's look at selling things online. I started selling on eBay after 40. It wasn't planned. It was a solution. My daughter was heading to college. We didn't have savings for it. She got scholarships. I looked for ways to cover the rest. That's how eBay came into the picture. I started with what I had. Shoes around the house, clothes no one wore anymore, electronics we didn't use. I took photos, wrote listings, learned how to ship. That's how it began. Simple, low cost, real. Then I found a niche, shoes, men's and women's. I studied what sold well, watched YouTube videos, followed sellers who shared their methods, and I copied what worked. I kept learning, kept listing, kept growing. Over 6 years, I sold more than $100,000 in shoes. My profit margin was around 50%, so I netted over $50,000, all while working a full-time job. all while raising a family, all while building other income streams. I kept inventory small, focused on quality, sold what I understood. That made a big difference. I didn't guess. I followed data. eBay isn't just for used stuff. It's a platform for business. You can flip items, buy low, sell high. You can sell new inventory. Drop ship, resell, create a store, or just use it casually. It's up to you. You control the pace. There are other platforms now too. Amazon, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, Shopify. You can choose the one that fits your style. But here's what worked for me. Start with what you have. Sell items in your home. Use the profits to reinvest. Find a niche. Stick to it. Understand your buyer. Take clear photos. Write honest descriptions. Ship fast. Keep customers happy. That's the formula. It's simple, not easy, but it works. eBay helped me pay for my daughter's education. She graduated debt-free. No loans, no burden, just results. That's what a side hustle can do. It fills the gap. It creates options. It gives you power. And if you're serious, you can scale it. Today, I still have 70 or 80 items listed. It still brings in money. It still plays a role. That's why selling online became my 6th stream. And if you want something even more hands-off, there's one more you should consider. Digital products. Chapter 8. Stream number 7. Digital products. Digital products are simple files people pay to download. No shipping, no packaging, no storage. Just create once and sell forever. That's what makes them powerful. I didn't know much about them until my 40s. Then I started creating. My first product was a short ebook on selling shoes. It explained how to get started, what to look for, how to price items, how to ship efficiently. I made it to help beginners avoid common mistakes. And people bought it. I didn't need a publisher. I didn't need an office. I just needed information people were looking for. Then I wrote a second ebook. This one was about buying used cars with cash. I shared tips I'd used for years. The book had 70 pieces of advice. It came from real experience. It helped people avoid shady deals, avoid expensive mistakes, save money. That one came from a conversation with my niece. She and her husband were car shopping. They asked for advice. I went online to find resources. There wasn't much, so I wrote my own. That's how digital products are born. From gaps, from questions, from problems. You can create cheat sheets, planners, spreadsheets, templates, guides, anything that solves a problem. You can design on Canva, on Word, on Google Docs, then save it as a PDF. Upload it to platforms like Gumroad, Payhip, Etsy, Amazon, or your own website. Once it's live, people can buy it anytime. No limit, no inventory, no manual work after publishing. That's the beauty. You work hard once, then the product works for you. It's the most passive stream I've built. People download while I sleep. No follow-up needed, no meetings, no shipping, just income. But it takes real effort up front. You need to write clearly, design cleanly, solve a real problem. Once done, the income potential is unlimited. One product, thousands of downloads. That's the leverage. Digital products became my 7th stream of income, and they continue to grow. They're scalable, they're flexible, they fit around any schedule. Anyone can start. You don't need a huge audience. You don't need to be a writer. You just need to help someone solve a problem. Start small. Build one product. Put it online. Promote it. Then build another. That's how it starts. That's how it grows. That's how digital products earn while you focus on your life. You don't need to be young. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to start. I built 7 income streams after 40, one by one, slowly, while working full-time, while raising a family. If I can do it, you can too. Pick one idea that fits your life. Start small. Stay consistent. Build momentum. And keep going. You don't need all 7. You just need one that works. Then another. Then another. Over time, your life will change. So take action today. If this video helped you in any way, like it. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss future videos. Leave a comment below and let me know your favorite side hustle idea. Or share what income stream you're working on right now. And share this video with someone you care about. Someone who needs to hear this. Someone who's ready to build something of their own. I wish you the best on your journey. Feel free to check out other videos on the channel for more real, simple, and practical ideas to grow your income. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.